Whenever
you
you're
wake
thinking
up,
about
you
it,
brush
right?
your teeth, you send Dynasty trades. Like,
Yes.
that's what your day should look like. And
Yeah.
if it doesn't, you're doing something wrong.
Did you know the best strategy in Dynasty is to sell a player as soon as they produce?
That's sarcasm. Depends on how you define a good Dynasty team. And that can be subjective, but to us, good means you win money because money is cool. Why the heck else would you get in these leagues with a buy-in if you didn't want to win the entire league and take people's money? A team that can compete for 2 or 3 years, that's what makes a good Dynasty roster. That's what you're just donating your buy-in if you're just in a perpetual rebuild. I'm a genius, dude.
I know.
It's if you let what you think about a player override value, thinking strategically, it's going to kill you.
Look beyond your opinion of a player and look at the market value. If someone has fallen 2 rounds, take them. Yeah, and I think that's really what we're saying. It often behooves you to down tier for more points instead of down tiering for depth.
Are you like doing
And
like an
that's
SAT
something that we
words
really
thing? Because you keep saying usurp and
I'm
behooves.
sorry. I've never said you.
Like, what's the app on your phone where you like learn new words?
Well, that's what I've been
Yeah.
doing this entire time. I'm like, I've been thesaurusing all of
When you
this,
see
so-
Nathan sitting in thought, he's like, what word am I going to use when it gets to me? Go ahead.
No, but
Chris, I love him, Olave.
Yeah.
Chris Olave, I love him. Yeah, Drake, I love him, London.
Not somebody that we did a prospect video before the draft. Not somebody that I watched film on. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Yeah, whatever. Did you watch film on him?
I did.
Okay, everybody watched film but me.
Market value fluctuates week to week in Dynasty. And the funny thing is, it actually happens more in the offseason than it does during the actual season when things are going on.
is
Because
crazy.
Dynasty players get bored.
Just we get bored.
That's why we play Dynasty.
Yep. There are a couple guys in Dynasty that you really can't say anything about without getting completely trash for them. No. But buy Tony Pollard now while he's going in the 5th round, so next year you can make sure you brag about it when he's going in the 11th. If you really want to buy into high-producing running backs, why not do the running backs that have already fallen because of the age? There's zero chance that his value is higher next year than it is now with Tony. There's not a chance.
Please sell Tony Pollard. Please do not draft him. Draft a young wide receiver instead.
Nick
And,
Chubb.
and if you're,
that's-
some of you are gonna watch this and still draft him anyways, and you're hopeless. I'm sorry. You shouldn't
Wow.
be playing Dynasty.
Oh my gosh. What is wrong with you guys? I mean, seriously. What is it about Tony Pollard that we're that excited about? You think Tony Pollard's the workhorse between the tackles back? Seriously? And now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's Cam Akers season again. And he's sliding back.
Cam Akers,
so he's going.
SZN.
You have, I kid you not, a third chance to sell Cam Akers. I am pleading with you to do it now. I've never seen, and people are like, oh, I'm not so sure I'm selling Cam Akers. Why would you not? Somebody's gonna get on this jersey wearing a split Tony Pollard Cam Akers jersey and be like, these guys suck. Like,
The Bears suck. That's why they have the first overall pick. Yeah.
it is hilarious how much Bears fans have been flexing that they got the number 1 pick. I'm like, you are flexing that you were the
We have
worst
Justin
team in-
Fields and the number 1 pick. Is there a correlation there?
because I can already tell people are watching this video and there's tears rolling down their face.
Clickbait.
They're so mad.
Subpar analysis.
Do us a huge favor. If you want these huge values, do a huge like on this huge video and make sure you huge subscribe. And that didn't make
Huge.
sense. If you had any idea how many Bears fans comment on our videos after watching that intro and say, these guys should at least use facts. They should know what they're talking about. The Bears had the Panthers pick, and I'm like, dude, it's a highlights video, and it's from last
the
year.
before. Maybe we should put the year and the exact
But
date.
can you-
So,
but why even
But they'd
get
find,
bent out of
they'd
shape
find
on it?
another way. They'd find another way to be
Like,
upset.
I get like one really emotional comment about that where a Bears fan like directly insults my intelligence every single video, every single live stream we do, and like I'm gonna keep them all on like a little board and just like look at them and like the Bears sob comment wall of fame or something.
Just
Good to
be happy you're getting Caleb Williams.
right. You're good now. Like,
Gosh.
but man, that they're special.
Yeah.
Good to see you guys. And tonight we're going to do a Dynasty Startup Draft. So I'm going to be sending this Dynasty Startup Draft out in the Discord for our mother flockers on flockfantasy.com/Dynasty. domain. So if you've done that and you used code domain, then you're going to be able to do this with us, and we're excited to have you in tonight.
Ooh,
I'm
yeah.
going to send that out right here about now. There's the live
about
stream. How about now? There's a
One
live
of my
stream.
favorite commercials ever.
Which one is that? I don't remember that
It's the Samsung one with Cookie Monster, where he sets a timer with Siri and he just watches the cookies bake, and it's been like 30 seconds.
Yeah,
He's like,
yeah.
How about now? How about now?
Yeah, so I just sent out the
Set the timer.
mock draft link in the Discord. So if you want to join us, like I said, links in the description. You get one-on-one rookie draft advice. You get our rookie draft guide. You get a team blueprint, which we are going to be giving away a team blueprint or two tonight on the stream. So stay tuned if you want a team No, not yet. Not yet. We're not giving away the team blueprint yet.
Oops.
Good night.
Dang it, Sam!
Sam is here.
All right, just go to it, Sam. Just go to the thing. Just go
and
to
he's
the
already
It's spoiled
screwed
now.
up
No,
twice.
just go to it. Okay, so
This is
Our-
Monday.
our marketing team. Well, it's because you're wearing a Purdue shirt. Our marketing team screwing up in April is
Dude,
what you do.
look at what it says.
I know, but
Loser.
What's it say?
it says beat IU.
Oh,
Man, the fact that you even have a shirt that says IU on it says all you need to know.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So the social media giveaway. This is all our marketing team, our social media team, our guy Dom, and Becca, our creative director.
They're all the best.
They're all really good, and they want to do this social media giveaway. I think to build our social media presence, which of course we're all on board with that. So if you win the grand prize, you get a team blueprint, you get a live review, you get the domain shirt and the water bottle, and
That's
then
a
there's going to be
selling point right there.
I know, and then there's going to be two other winners that just get the shirt and the water bottle. But you want a free team blueprint? Do the things. I can't. It reads so small. I can't read it. Can you read that, Sam? What do you have to do to enter the contest?
I think it says Joe.
So no.
Like the post or the video.
Yeah, you have to like the post or video. You
Comment
have to,
below.
You're interrupting me.
Make sure you're subscribed on YouTube and follow the Instagram and TikTok account.
Yep.
And you get an extra entry if you share the post. There you go. I managed to read it. That is literally the smallest text I've ever tried to read in my life. Like, I can barely read it.
I still
right.
think it says Joe. But
So I left that up there. You can rewind if you want to. But let's go back to let's go to our mock draft, which I think is now filled up. And we're gonna again do a Dynasty startup
oh
mock
my
draft.
gosh, you've got to be kidding me.
Here we go. Oh, you switch over, please. There you go.
It worked.
We did it. That was my bad, actually.
Uh-huh.
I was downloading something.
Mm,
All right.
that's rough.
Let's see who's here in the comments while we do this. We'll talk about this mock draft as we go, give you some live. Let's go up to the top here. Corey was here first. Says T-ball.
Hey, Corey.
Corey, you play T-ball?
Dude, and
Nice.
these comments
I-
are working. You've got to be kidding.
Seriously? Here, hold on.
I,
I did it. I for sure did it.
For sure.
But anyways, Nathan, talk about the comments.
Yeah, Corey says, I'll be at T-ball practice tonight, but you all have a great day. Great stream. Appreciate it, Corey. He'll be eager to see how it lines up with ADPs on Flock Fantasy. Corey, I hope you enjoy playing T-ball. Last time I played was when I was about 5 years old, but it was a good time. Anna says, the last few weeks of senior year stink. I can relate. I have yet another school commitment. Have a fun draft. Appreciate it, Anna. Luke says, I need to create an alternate sleeper account. Every league I'm in, the guys keep messaging me. I saw you in Fantasy Domains mock yesterday. I know who you like. That's pretty awesome. And that's pretty funny that that amount of people watch us, so they'd like know that you're on the stream, and they watch the stream and they see all your stuff. They're taking notes. That's always funny. And honestly, it's a reason why these listener leagues that Avery and I are in right now are so difficult. So difficult because you guys know all our tricks. You guys know how we operate. You know how we negotiate trades. You guys know how we do all this stuff. So it's tough to negotiate trades. It's tough to make moves, but it makes us all better Dynasty players because it's so competitive. Hunter says, outside of the top 4 wide receivers, Marvin Neighbors, Odunze, and Brian Thomas, who are the next best 4 rookie wide receivers from a talent perspective in order? In my 1QB league, I know the top 4 will be gone, but I have the 7, 8, and 10. So at the 7, that's actually going to be pretty consensus top QB in the class. It's going to be Caleb Williams or Jaden Daniels if he gets like 2nd or 3rd overall draft capital because of the rushing upside. So first kind of side piece of advice there, make sure you move off the 107, like trade back because someone's going to want to take a QB there, most likely. But for the next 4 wide receivers after those top 4, we're thinking any sort of this is not necessarily in order. It's going to be Xavier Worthy, Adonai Mitchell, Lab McConkey, and I think our 8th would probably be Troy Franklin.
Too early to say. There's a big tier of guys there, honestly.
There is a large tier of guys, but those are just our personal favorites. Now, obviously, the top 3 are going to be pretty pretty set in stone. Like AD Mitchell, Worthy, and McConkey in some order. After that, it really is going to be draft capital dependent. We'll just take a shot and say Troy Franklin at the moment.
Yeah. So in these Dynasty startup drafts, typically what you've seen is these 5 quarterbacks go first. A lot of things you've seen recently has suggested that C.J. Stroud's a quarterback 1, including keep, trade, cut. Not Dunn and Herbs, both guys who draft us regularly. And we see a lot of these same guys every time. I love it. They both took Mahomes, Allen, Silver, Stroud. So there we go. We're cooling down a little bit. But you got the 5 quarterbacks. You've got Justin Jefferson. And then you've got Burrow and A-Rich. A-Rich I've seen consistently get bumped up a little bit recently. Just a couple spots, but like enough to be like, oh, that's interesting. Lamb, Chase, Amon-Ra. So 4 wide receivers and 8 quarterbacks in the first round. And then you get Kyler, Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, and Trevor Lawrence here in the second. You get Marvin Harrison Jr. as well. So, whoa. Okay. Oh, there he is, Caleb Williams. I'm an idiot. I was like, where's Caleb? It's right next to him. So you've got the 2 rookies, and then you've got now you're starting to get into the running backs. So again, we suggested on a video this week, take the 101 for these running backs, and you see where the 101 is going compared to these running backs, and it's the 202 versus the 208 is a big difference in these dynasty startups. So don't be mistaken on that. Anna says, "Ugh, the last few weeks of senior year stinks. I haven't done another."
I already read this.
Yep.
Oh, what was the last one you read?
Hunters. So we'll go to Luke's second comment.
Thanks.
What's your advice on what to do after you realize you overpaid heavily in a deal? I gave up Kyler Achane in the 106 for Stroud in the 201. I'm a Stroud homer. It got the best of me. I know it's bad. Yeah, that's a little bit of an overpay. I think you're right there. But what do you do if you did that? Well, if you paid that for Stroud, and I'll be honest, I've seen multiple deals over the last week where Stroud is going for an absolute haul. I don't think it's impossible for you to pivot off of Stroud and see if you can't get still a potential value out of it. I know you're a big Stroud homer, like you already said, but you're going to want to stick with that 201. That's a good price right there. That's a good value. What do you think you'd do with Stroud? Would you down tier from him? Would you try to pivot from Stroud to another guy in the same tier? I would down tier if you want to get value positive assets.
I mean, that's really what you can do. It just sucks because you just up tiered.
You just up tiered, which is why we generally don't recommend people do that. So look, worst case scenario, you're stuck with the guy you bought and you bought him. And can you really be that super duper upset because you got a top 3 dynasty asset in the Superflex League? Not really.
Yeah, it's definitely been worse than that.
Yeah.
So Birdman says, "Hey boys, what's up, Birdman? Good to see you, man. Not sure how much of this will be able to watch live. Got some work to do. I'll try to check. Hey man, we know that you are one of our guys, so appreciate it. Definitely watch the whole thing later. Cheers. See you, Bird.
Cheers.
Garrett says, sometimes it's okay to make a bad trade if you have the assets to give up and still compete. First thing to take in stock is what you have now. Are you a contender? Do you need to reload? It may be full rebuild. Yes, Garrett, who has been working with us and has been a great member of our team for a couple weeks now. Very wise comments there, in my opinion. Michael says, thanks for the blueprint. Michael, you are freaking welcome.
No problem.
And we're giving away the blueprint with the social media giveaway, but we're also giving blueprints out for free when you sign up for the annual Mother Flocker tier and the monthly Mother Flocker tier over at flockfantasy.com/domain. I just dropped the link in the comments. You also get, again, one-on-one rookie draft advice. So while you're doing your rookie drafts, if you have questions, you can message Nathan and I. Nathan and I are going to be on call during those, well, actually, you know what? You know what, Nathan? You know what? We're advertising this one-on-one rookie draft advice, and you are going to be out of the country the week after the NFL draft. So I'm going to be the one answering all of the rookie draft because that's real convenient. Real convenient for you to have 50% of this whole thing while I'm answering everybody's rookie draft. You sure about that? You sure about that's fair?
Yeah. I'll see what I can do while I'm out.
I'm not going to make you work while you're gone. I'm just kidding. But that is going to suck. I didn't think about that till right now.
Yeah.
Womp womp.
Shut up, Sam. Luke says, yeah, he's talking about his team. Let's go. Whoa, take it easy, man. What's up, buddy? He says, let's go. What's up, buddy? Evan says, I have Diggs, Amon-Ra, Puka, Jaden Reed, Zay Flowers. Wide receiver factory here. Thinking about sending Diggs for Rashee Rice. Thought, yeah, I would do that. I would take Rashee Rice 1-for-1. Yeah. What's more important, player talent or landing spot? Player's talent is more important. Yeah. Garrett says, check out the video. They recently put out trade these players for rookie picks. No regrets. You should check that out. You should all check it out if you're looking to.
That's spelled no regrets.
No regrets.
Just so you know.
You should be checking that out if you have players that you're looking to move for your rookie picks. Jeremy says, startup time. What's up, Babs? Hunter says, I have Goff. Is Jaden Daniels worth drafting in 1 QB league? Should I do that or try to pay for Anthony Richardson? You know what I would probably do there is, if you're getting Jaden Daniels at a good price, I'd draft him, but Goff is fine in a 1 QB league. Goff's a good quarterback. Like, I know you want to shoot for upside, but unless you're like really in a position where it's like the rest of my team is stacked now, the final piece is an upside QB. Other than that, like I think I'd stay put for now. I mean, he's a good guy to hold because he's about to get paid too, which go freaking figure that he's going to get paid. Who would have ever thought, right?
Right.
Which when Jared Goff gets, I'm interested to see because I shouldn't have name dropped technically, but
Wow.
I'll come back to him. I want to have a discussion about him because we got a funny comment on our video. Isaiah's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. And you're drafting with us, I see. B-Dub says in a startup is a 1 QB, 12-team start 9. We love 1 QB, by the way. We are big on the, it's like we're campaigning. We're like appealing to the 1 QB community. Through trading, ended up with the 102, 103, 104. What should be my strategy with those 3 picks? In a 1 QB, you're taking 2 wide receivers. The 2 that are left of Odunze,
Yeah.
Harrison Jr., and Neighbors, and then maybe a tight end, maybe Brian Thomas Jr., depending on draft capital. I just think you take the best value there. I also think you trade away one of those picks. Try to down tier from I wouldn't down tier from.
I down tier from the 104.
Well, you wouldn't do the 103. You wouldn't take one. So you want to take.
No, I want.
No.
I
You're
want
right,
Neighbors
you're right. You want
and
Neighbors
Odunze.
yeah, you're right. You're right. That's absolutely
I'm
correct.
not trading back from
Yeah.
those guys.
Down tier from the 104 if you can. Skyrism says hello. What's up, buddy? Levi's got a question. He says right after the startup draft, someone says they're looking to acquire 25 draft capital. Thoughts on offering 25 first and second for Olave?
If you can pull that off, yeah.
Yeah, I would take that for Olave. Only give away your 25 first if it's a steal.
Yep.
Richardson for the 102. I would take Richardson there.
I would take AR as well.
Yeah. Adam says 2 QB league. I have AR-15 in golf, but Flacco on the bench. Okay. I have 104. Should I stay put and hope Jaden Daniels falls or moves up? No, definitely stay put. Don't trade up. I would stay put. Somebody's gonna fall to you, dude.
Yeah.
Because you can even get Drake May or you'll be fine. Yeah, you're gonna get Drake May or Daniels there for sure. Have Stroud, Lawrence, and Anthony Richardson. Trying to trade one of them. I mean, you. Yeah, I mean, you can, if you need to.
Oh.
I mean, honestly, like I don't think it's a bad thing to hold them for a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Like roll with all 3 of them. So
Yeah.
let's look at the startup draft and talk about this. I'll let you talk about the second round a little bit.
The second round.
The second round.
Yeah. So the second round, we've got Kyler at the start of the second. That's great. You're not always seeing him go that high, but I like it. That's where he should be going. Jordan Love, early second as well. I like it. Let's see. Bijan, Puka. Who do I like the most here? Brees Hall at the 212. That's the price where I want to take him. So you good there, man?
Yeah, that was the social media post that they made for
nice,
the giveaway.
nice. Yeah, so Brees Hall at the 212. That's a price where obviously Avery and I have had this discussion. When do you sell? When do you hold? When do you potentially buy? This is where I'd take Brees if you're getting him 2-3 turn. That's as the third RB off the board. I think that's fine. Garrett Wilson at the 2.9 is a guy that's just very safe. Overall, it's a pretty standard second round. Like there's nothing really crazy there. Laporta early third, same there. McCaffrey, you're going to see that pretty consistently. AJ Brown's a curious case. We've got some of our researchers and Ryan Bredd believe that the Devonta Smith signing is kind of an indication that Philly might be moving off of AJ Brown in the near future.
You sure
I don't know what I think about that.
sure about that?
I wouldn't necessarily
Say you're sure about that?
be on that side of the argument, but crazier things have happened. It's just tough. In fairness, they're paying top dollar to Devonta Smith, AJ Brown, Jalen Hurts, and Saquon Barkley all at the same time, and that's just 4 offensive players. So what are they going to do defensively? What are they going to do on the offensive line, which is really a cornerstone part of that entire team and the success that they've had. So it's a curious case to make. I'm interested to see what happens. I would definitely be more on the surprise side if AJ Brown ends up being on a different team, though.
We did get a super chat, and I must have missed this. Our super chat was from Emmanuel. Emmanuel, buddy, what's up? Good to see you. You didn't read my comment. Parks and Rec joke. All right. Did we miss it? Did I skip one?
Let me see. Let me look.
I think it was from a past live stream. I just have a hunch.
You're gonna have to
type it out again
because I don't see any here. So you got to do it again.
Yeah.
Thanks for your super chat, buddy. We appreciate it. All right, let's see. Just got the 101 as my startup pick of my actual startup. It's perfect timing for me to mock it out. That is good timing. You are right. Trey McBride and the 206 for the 103. 103 easy all day, no question. DF Wu-Tang's here. What's up, Wu-Tang? Good to see you, man.
Yo.
Let's see. Barrows Bandit says snag the 110 in the mock. Welcome in, my friend. Glad to have you. What's his sleeper username? Spins 440. Okay, I'm trying to put together these names because that's not one I recognize. You gotta tell me what your Discord username is too. That's how I'm gonna know you. Marty says, "Would you rather have Khalil Shakir or the 111?" Is that a joke? Definitely the 111.
Dude,
not even close.
Even in a 1 QB, it's not
It's
close.
not even relatively close. Evan says, "How are we feeling about Mike Woodson cooking in the portal? So far, so good. If they land all the guys that they're projected to land."
I'm surprised that he's doing anything.
Well, it's not him. It's the donors. It's the fact that they have.
So he's still not doing anything.
Well, okay, he does try in the short-term recruitments. That's why he's good at those, because he doesn't have to try for as long. So, look, I'm glad they're pulling players in, but they have to freaking win next year. I don't really care. But it's exciting to watch. I like following the transfer portal. So I hope they get Ballo. Ballo's on campus right now. Let's see. My roster is contending, but got offered Keenan in the 203 and a 25 first for Tyreek. Do I take the value? Well, if you're contending, you like both of those sides. Bofa, I think. I'm probably taking Tyreek there, though. What do you think, Nathan? It's tough because of the value after this year's probably going to be Keenan, but he's contending, so Tyreek wins you a championship.
I'd take Tyreek there.
Okay, we agree.
Yeah.
There's Becca. Becca says at Fantasy Domain on TikTok, at
Hi,
Domain Fantasy Football
Becca.
on Instagram. Hi, Becca.
Is it wild to take the 101 at the 111 with Marvin Harrison Jr. on your mind? If you're taking the 101, I want Caleb Williams to be on your mind, especially if you're taking him at the 111. So
I'm not.
I'll kind of leave it at that.
I'm not super on board with that. I would rather have Kyler than the 101 there. I'd rather have Justin Herbert. I'd rather have Amon-Ra. So
There's a lot of
have
guys
Love.
I'd rather have.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Drake says, I traded Puka, Zamir, James Cook, Komet for Lawrence in the 103. Is that a win? So you traded Puka for Lawrence and a bunch of junk for the 103. Yes, that's a win. Good job.
Yep.
Jeremy says, taking a break from work to stop by for a bit. In a startup, I'm so curious to see how this one compares.
Yeah, so let's look at the third round of this thing, the fourth round. So we got into here, and there are some things I want to talk about here. Laporta, McCaffrey, A.J. Brown, but then you've got...
Pittman fell further than he usually does.
Okay.
Devonta Smith
Was
goes
Justin Fields an
over-
auto pick? Had to have been an auto pick, right? I want to see. A lot of times they comment okay, that was an auto.
Where'd he go? 3-7 had to have been.
I got auto Fields as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely auto picked it. Frick. Can't
Dang
use this
it.
one for ADP. But the receivers, Brown, Hill, Olave, Waddle, London, and Odunze going here. And then you have Kyron Williams and Devon Achane at the turn. Kyron Williams, a guy that I said I'd rather have Jared Goff over in the fourth round because that's where Kyron Williams has been going. And some dude in our video was like, Did this guy just say Jared Goff in the fourth round? I want what he's smoking.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. I'm you're
have you done a
objectively
startup?
wrong.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
have you done a draft?
Yeah.
And so I was curious. Am I crazy? He's no, he's definitely going in the fourth round. So
No, that's normal.
him, Tua, and Drake. Okay, so let me count. How many rookies is that? 1, 2, 3,
7.
4. So he was the fifth rookie off the board, right? And you got him there. That is insane
This is who,
value.
Drake May.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is insane
Hey,
value for
get-
Drake May.
Get used to it, man. Get used to it. Get used to
Oh my gosh. If Drake May goes there,
it. Get used to it.
oh man. That's the pick of the draft so far, in my opinion.
Uh-huh.
That's the pick of the draft. Getting Neighbors, Odunze, and May with Mahomes. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a sneak peek of my favorite team, and it's trending to be Herbs' team today. Not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
But you got Jared Goff going there, DJ Moore, and then the tight ends all within 10 picks here: McBride, Hawkinson, Bowers, Kincaid, and Andrews, and then Pitts not too long later. You see these tight ends are pretty much all sliding except for Laporta going at the 3, usually 3-1, 3-2. All these tight ends are going 4-5 turn now. So interesting. Hawkinson, obviously the question of he doesn't have a quarterback anymore, and he did injure himself.
Rasheed Rice went at the 5-1. That's not very normal.
Yeah, I mean it's a good pick there still, in my opinion. Well, it's where he
It's
should go,
yeah,
but you
but it's-
shouldn't take him there,
Right.
Because his market value has been in the 6th, 7th round. So I would have let him slide. I think he still would have made it back to you.
Yeah.
Honestly, do. Barkley going there early 5th where he should go. He should go higher than that. But you've got Bowers and McCarthy, so the 106, 107, right? Is that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7? Yeah. Okay. So the 106, 107 going there as well. Good value on those, in my opinion. I think those are going to be really good picks if they end up getting the draft capital they need to. Nico still going mid-fifth in this one, and Tank Dell at the end of the fifth, so that's a little bit interesting. You've got 3 Seahawks in a row, DK, Kenneth Walker, JSN. ETN's here in the fifth. Rashad White, James Cook still in the sixth with Josh Jacobs. You've got Addison down there still with no quarterback. You've got Zay Flowers, who we still believe in, but that's pretty good value on wide receiver 1 at the moment, with Jaden Reed, who's a better value in my opinion. You're getting Kirk Cousins in the sixth and Bryce Young in the sixth. I mean, this is the sixth round has some pretty good picks in it, honestly. It really does. I find a lot of the fifth round slider values end up in the sixth round, and I'm like, oh, I like that.
Yep.
And then you've got the runner receivers that always happens. Diggs, Adams, Pickens, Evans,
Yeah.
those guys.
There goes Njoku in the middle of the 6th or in the middle of the 7th,
Which
which is interesting because we just did a real money startup and Njoku fell all the way to the, what was it, the 9th or 10th?
Yeah, there are definitely some shots here that are being taken in terms of reaching. So interesting. Baker in the 7th. Again, Baker's a guy in the 7th I'm not really touching. Just not touching.
Nope. I'm not touching Pacheco.
I'm not
either.
touching Pacheco. And again, it's not sell them and they're not worth anything. It's I'm just not drafting them.
Yeah.
Coop, Xavier Worthy, Cooper Kupp, Christian Watson, and then there we go. Jonathan Brooks, the first running back of this rookie class off the board, and it is in the 8th round. I'm telling you, man. I'm not going to name drop till he gets picked, but he is going to. I have so much to say. I can't say it. He is going to shock the Dynasty community, I think, with where he gets drafted.
Well, it's the guy that we've been talking about
Yes.
for a while.
That will make the 109 and the 110 like the best.
We
assets
called
in
the shot
Dynasty.
on him going into the combine. You remember?
Yes, I do. Yeah, you specifically called that. That was, and honestly, like, do not auto again, Fish. I start banning people. Come on. All right, so he still hasn't gone. So Keenan Allen goes there. DeAndre Swift, Christian Kirk, and then Will Levis. So the guy has 4 quarterbacks: Lawrence, Fields, Mayfield, and Levis. I would like that's 4 quarterbacks.
So what's the highest that you're thinking?
Well, that's kind of what I want to talk about. Breece Hall got early second round draft capital. Where was he going in Dynasty startups?
Yeah, I know. I know. Well, that's not a question. Yeah.
Right? So, like, I'm thinking at
I'm
worst,
just
4th
wondering
round, right?
What's your ceiling? No. What's your ceiling of where you think he'll go in the NFL draft? Because
Do you really want to know? So we're talking about Trey
it-
Benson. Trey Benson just went off the board at the 8-8
there he
here.
goes.
What? I think he's got late first ceiling. I think Trey Benson.
I think it's legitimate.
Look,
I think it's a
if the
legitimate
medicals
case to
come
be
back
made.
good for Trey Benson, like, I think he's a guy that could sneak up into the late first round.
I mean, we just saw a guy who had no ACL go in the 3rd round, day 2 last year, at
I
a
don't
tiny
think-
school.
I don't think the medicals will be a concern. A first round running back, guys, is going to be a 4th round startup pick in Dynasty.
He really is the guy that could shatter the rookie tiers as we know them right now. Like he really could change
He's the
those
reason
tiers.
why I'm trading for the 109 in every league. Because as soon as he gets that draft capital, somebody's
But
getting
do you
bumped
think
there.
he's going to go at the 109 or do you
No,
think
I
there's
think
other
he
people?
jumps and it pushes people back that I know are going to go that high as well.
So Bowers.
Brian Thomas, maybe Rome, like who knows?
Yeah.
But that's the game I'm playing.
Yeah.
So it's interesting.
Very.
Garrett Wilson or Puka? Puka for us. Love them both. Toronto Dave's here. What's up, Toronto Dave? Trevor Lawrence about to have a monster year. I think that's probably true, honestly. I think he has a good year. Lamar and Purdy, you got the 101 notable wide receivers. Jamar, Devonta Smith. Do I get Marvin Harrison Jr. or Caleb? In a Superflex league, I'd take Caleb there. I'd take Caleb. Higher ceiling, Zay Flowers or Nico? Nico, in my opinion. Deciding if I want to trade Zay and Michael Wilson for Nico in the 203. I'll take Nico in the 203 there. Wouldn't you? I think market value, it's like close to fair, but 203 wins out over Wilson, and I think Zay and Nico at worst, even now after the news, they're a round apart in this draft, so
Yeah.
I think the value
Yeah.
lends itself to the Nico side.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
So, and I don't think
does.
it has anything to do with the ceiling, just more like, okay, that's value.
Just price. Yep.
Evan says, what do you guys think about moving off of Achane?
Look here.
I've seen several sharps moving off, and I'm unsure who to send him away for. Yeah, so we, have not been touching Achane. We've said that, but we're not telling people to sell because people. This one dude is like in our comments like, oh, you still hate Achane? No, we don't hate him. Like absolutely no. But at the same time, like we say it, and people like just flip their lid. And then Mason comes out with a video that says to sell HN. People are like, I respect that guy. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what is the difference? For real. It's not Mason's fault either, but it's like we literally are saying the same thing. And it was funny in a comment thread under one of our videos. The guy was like, "Oh, he like started getting all respectful because of what Mason said." I was like, "Seriously, you couldn't have been respectful to us either." Mystic Flames here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. Garrett says, "Let's get some likes on this video." Shameless. Yes. Shill. What's a shill? Shameless shill.
Shameless shill.
Shameless shill.
Shameless shill.
Shameless shill.
Shill's shirt.
Yeah, drop a like on the
shizzle.
live stream if you would, please.
Shizzle.
Traded the 103, 201, and Rice for Amon-Ra and Jaden Reed.
A shill is a sellout.
Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you. Okay, so 103 and Amon-Ra. You know, honestly, I probably would have held your side there. Yeah, I think I would have held your side there. Because if you think about it this way, I think Amon-Ra and the 103 are close. Market value-wise, I think Jaden Reed and Rice are close market value-wise. The 201 kind of was like the difference.
Yep.
So I think I would have just held.
Yep.
But not a bad trade. It's pretty close. 202, 204, Dotson, or DJ Moore. DJ Moore there. Easy. Easy. Who's in a better situation? Anthony Richardson or...
It's AR. It's not a question. Jaden Daniels. It's JD.
Daniels.
It's AR.
Well, Jaden Daniels isn't in a situation.
Right. I don't care what situation he goes into.
So I don't think we know
It's-
yet.
it's
but,
AR.
but it's probably going to be Anthony Richardson. I don't see Jaden Daniels getting into a situation as good as that.
Washington.
Is
Like it's
Yeah, I
it's
know.
it's AR. it's Shane Steichen.
Is Garrett Wilson a sell right now? Will you move the comments down off the draft, Sam?
Okay.
No, I don't.
I think for most people he's a hold. There are some rare scenarios where it's like, yeah, you can pivot off of him, spread out your value, see if you can't down tier from like Garrett Wilson to London. Not saying that London and Garrett Wilson are the same. I think that's a fallacy that a lot
Here,
of
let me
people
take it.
fall for. It's just more of a price thing. Garrett Wilson is interesting.
I don't think he's a sell.
I
at all.
do not have the balls to tell people that he's a sell because he's just too good of a wide receiver.
I love Garrett Wilson.
Like
I
what
think
he's
great.
done, what he's done without quarterback play, like he that situation would make any wide receiver in the NFL look horrible.
True.
So, yeah, he's not a sell. No,
No, I wouldn't be
and
selling.
he's a reasonable price too.
I think so too. Best running back target if you're giving up JSN. You have multiple shares and this team needs running backs. Okay, so JSN, you got ETN and Jacobs and Rashad White and James Cook and Saquon. Saquon is my answer. Pay a little bit more to go get Saquon. A little bit more.
So let's do a little fun scenario here.
Okay.
I'm kind of looking back. Jeez. So here's from after the Vikings pick at 23. Gosh, the Vikings are picking at 23, dude. That's like prime Penix area. I'm like dreaming about it now. I'm like, why don't they just go elite defense at 11 and then take Penix at 23?
You just want that though because you know the alternative is them taking JJ McCarthy.
No, the alternative is I'm taking Drake May.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You sure about that? I think Drake May probably goes at 2. I don't think Brian Kelly knows what he's talking about.
They're okay. If you want to play the mock draft game though, like with McCarthy, there are just as many people that are low on Drake May that think he's gonna fall. So he's absolutely an attainable price.
Yeah, it's true. There are
You
a
know
lot
what
of
I'm
people
saying?
like that.
Like, I'm trying to be reasonable. Dallas Cowboys at 24. Benson, running back, 24. Is that a Jerry Jones move that you could totally see happen?
Well, they already have decided they're taking Jonathan Brooks. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
know.
don't know how I
Fine,
feel about
fine.
that. Yeah, right. Like you already said
the
that.
Packers, the Bucks, the Cards, Buffalo, Detroit, Baltimore, San Fran, KC. Do you see any of those guys in the late first that you think would even be close to considering taking Benson from 24 to 32?
No.
So you
No.
think it's gonna be early second?
Yes.
So one of these teams.
yes. The
LA,
Chargers.
the Chargers would be so sexy.
Put Trey Benson in a Greg Roman offense and ask me if it makes me feel a certain type of way because it does. It
Yeah.
makes me happy.
Yeah.
I would like that.
Uh-huh.
I think early second for Trey Benson is most likely. So, but
I would have said Tennessee was possible, but they went out there and decided to sign Tony freaking Pollard.
that's true. I accidentally made this 15 rounds, and I'm definitely not making it 15 rounds.
Rip.
Sorry about that. We're doing 12 rounds.
Vegas at 44.
Yeah.
Vegas at 44 would make
Dude,
a lot of
that
sense.
is prime Zamir White's getting replaced draft.
What
right
does this
there.
mean for Zamir White's legacy?
Gosh, dang it. Dude, we had a lot of people on our like running backs that could lose value video talk about, I agree with every single one of these but Zamir White.
Zamir
I'm like,
White,
really?
yeah.
Zamir White was the one obvious one.
Yeah, I understand people's argument with Zamir White and the Raiders and saying that there's a chance that he ends up being the lead back there because they have so many other needs on their team and running back is really the last thing they should focus on, which I think that's absolutely possible. But even then, what are you getting from Rachaad White? Probably not what his price is going to be in fantasy. That's for sure.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not. All right, it's time to pick our favorite teams. And honestly, I said it was going to be Herb's, and I'm making sure that's true. I'm making sure.
Yeah, that's true. He got good values there.
He did. There's another team I like, but I'm going to let you take that team. So
Okay.
Herb's team is my favorite. He got Mahomes and Drake May for quarterback. He got Neighbors and Odunze, 2 alpha wide receivers. Walker, you got Addison in the 6th, Xavier Worthy, Jonathan Brooks, Marquise Brown, Tony Pollard. You went tight end late, which I like, and Goddard, and then you got Sharps. So
Yeah.
to handcuff Kenneth Walker. So good job.
Yeah.
Herb's good draft, man.
Yep. Very good. Very good. Very good.
I
Very
have
good.
yours picked out now. So
Do you?
Yep.
Do you know what I'm talking? Do you know what I'm thinking? Do you know what I'm thinking?
maybe I don't.
I want you to guess because I've got it in my head now.
My second favorite team and who I think your favorite team would be Nick Chubb season 1.
Nick Chubb season 1. Incorrect.
Okay. Charms would be next
just
one.
because it had Puka because I did look at
because
it.
it had AR and Puka.
Yeah, I
And
always
Tyreek.
feel like I'm cheating when I take the 1-2 turn, but I do like the Amon-Ra, Kyler,
Laporta. Yeah.
Laporta, Higgins, Rice, Diggs, Adams, Kamara, Henry.
I just don't like the second quarterback being Rodgers, but
Yeah, it's Rodgers and Gino, Malachi Corley in the 12th. I do like the start though. So
that's true.
there's a lot of aspects of a lot of teams here, honestly, that I like. Like even Charms, I know it's ironic because this team drafted McCarthy, but I almost picked this team.
Yeah.
Because I like that they got Love. I like that they got Purdy. They got CD as their wide receiver 1. They got a nice run of receivers down there. It was just the back 3 that I didn't love, but that there's some good teams, well drafted.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So there you go. There's the complete draft board for this 12-round Dynasty Startup Draft. Very interesting panning out. So we talked about this at the beginning, but I'll touch on it again. Let's go to the social media thing real quick. So social media giveaway, you get a team blueprint, you get live review on the channel, you get domain shirt, domain water bottle, all that stuff. There's the details on how to enter. So screenshot it, write it down, whatever you need to do. It's also on our social medias and it's on the Discord. So
Do what you need to do.
and then next week, a week from Thursday,
Jeez.
a week from Thursday, dude.
So excited.
We are so close to not having to guess anymore.
Quinyon Mitchell.
JJ
Quinyon Mitchell.
JJ McCarthy.
I'm talking about the Colts.
Oh, okay. Well,
You want the Colts to draft JJ McCarthy?
I would be okay with that.
You freaking idiot, dude. Oh my gosh.
See how much
Here
it triggers me?
Quinyon Mitchell.
All right. Look, it says 6. We're planning on 6 Thursday, Friday. We might do earlier and then break for the draft and then come back and do
Yeah.
the all-night live stream. Friday night is the all-night live stream. We're going to be doing a lot of very fun things. Let's see what's on the to-do list. We're going to have a bunch of giveaways. We're going to give away some blueprints. They're doing some secret thing for me, which I'm not sure what it is. We're going to do a truth or dare at the top of every hour. So that'll be fun. Nathan and I are probably going to embarrass ourselves in front of the 12 people watching.
Never mind. Never mind.
We're going to do a tier list for characters from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Office, Parks and Rec, as well as Star Wars. We're going to do a French fries tier list as well. We're going to have NFL Trivia Showdown, which Nathan's pretty knowledgeable in NFL trivia. So I honestly think he might take me down here. But I can remember names quicker.
You're talking about
so-
an 8-year-old who, for fun, read history books about the NFL.
I know. We're going to do our best and worst takes. We're going to be doing some startup mocks and some rookie mocks that night. We're going to do domain bingo card potentially, which means you get to do bingo on the things that we do that are stupid, like him getting mad about JJ McCarthy just happened, right?
I didn't get mad.
Joe.
Look, 93.99. Let's get one more. And
93.99.
99.
9-9.
All right, come on, let's watch. So we're going to wait
We're going to
until that-
sit in silence. Just kidding. We're not going to sit in silence. Oh, Sam.
I ruined it.
Yep, you did.
You take another step towards getting fired.
Correct. You're fired, actually.
We should put John over there again.
Yep.
John is still here. He's just sitting at his
Yeah.
computer.
Everybody say hi, John.
Hi, John.
Hi, John.
He's waving.
Hello.
You can't see. All right, here we go.
Guys, we need one
One more.
person.
One more.
There has to be one person that's watching that isn't subscribed, right?
Yeah. Oh, yes, for sure. There are
Impossible.
multiple.
Just hit the little sub button and get us to 9400.
I already know what's going to happen, and
Somebody's
Somebody's
gonna,
gonna
unsubscribe.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm gonna throw like a really, really big party when Quinyon Mitchell goes to the Colts. Like I
Why don't we
might
just host-
I might
Hey,
freak
we
out.
got it! Hey,
Hey!
let's go! Nathan, I would not get your hopes up about that. Cheers.
I know I'm
The-
not getting
with
my
the
hopes
body
up about
armors.
it. That's why I'm crossing my fingers for it. I wouldn't hold your hopes up for Bowers either.
What did you say?
So do you think it's gonna? What's your call? What's your shot called? Who do you think they're taking?
I think,
Yeah,
I think
the Iowa
they're
guy.
taking another quarterback,
It,
but not
it dropped.
Quinyon Mitchell. No!
No.
That's so rude. They're going to do it. Watch, it's going to go right back up. 10, 9, 8, 7,
6, 9,
4,
4,
Nice.
2,
2.
0,
1.
0, 0.
Clip it. Put it on a highlight reel. Ladies and gentlemen, we got video. We got
pretty
videos coming
There's-
out tomorrow.
There's
so
somebody sitting over there who claimed that responsibility.
what responsibility? Nobody knows what he's talking about. All right. Hey,
The
we got videos coming out
unsubs-
tomorrow,
the-
so make
the
sure you subscribe.
That was actually relatively impressive.
Thank you.
I would give you credit, but
Which is also hard because it's like
I
they're
don't
not
like you
seeing this
enough.
in real time. So like I had to just pick. And like
Hey, we're at
I could have went 10, 9, 8.
9:402
Like, the amount, how fast your seconds are really matters. So
yeah, so in hindsight, really reviewing that amazing moment that I had, if you look at the film and watch the film, when I snapped, it was actually perfectly in sync with when we hit 9,400 subscribers.
that's repulsive.
According to my calculations.
You don't want to listen to this.
The
Guys-
likelihood of that happening is very
And
low.
there it goes.
But because
going
of my
down.
awesomeness.
We got to get off where it keeps going down. All right. See you guys tomorrow for the video. Appreciate
guys.
you. Peace.